Hi everybody, it's David Porter. Today I wanted to share some further thoughts on the antisocial personality, also referred to as a psychopath or sociopath. In criminal justice literature, you will typically hear the terms psychopath or sociopath. Some sources differentiate between the two. As I've said before in other videos, I don't differentiate. I use the two terms interchangeably. And in the clinical psychology and psychiatry literature, you will hear the term antisocial personality. Again, the term antisocial personality, or the term antisocial, is very misunderstood. It's commonly used by people who are trying to say someone is asocial, or shy, or introverted, or a loner. Being antisocial does not mean that you prefer not to engage in social interaction. To be antisocial is to be against society, against laws and rules and norms, against order and control. The antisocial personality is primarily an agent of chaos. Wherever they go, they create chaos, and they enhance entropy. They're a catalyst for entropy. They create disorder. They create victims. This is very, very different from the individual who is shy, that is, they are timid in social interactions, or the very misunderstood introvert who prefers not to engage in social interactions, at least not with large numbers of people. I'm an introvert, and we value solitude and privacy, and we do make social connections, but only with a small number of very select individuals. We don't have friends so much as we have brothers and sisters. The connections that we make are very deep and very profound, but they're of much higher quality than quantity. And then you have the socially phobic, who want to be extroverted and have a lot of friends and engage in social activity, but they're very conflicted because they have a phobia of social rejection, so much so that it becomes crippling in social situations. So those people are very different from the antisocial personality. Again, think of the antisocial, take it literally. They are against society. What do I mean when I say that the antisocial personality is an agent of chaos? Antisocials, also known as, again, sociopaths or psychopaths, will have a remarkable ability to read people, to read someone, to evaluate someone within seconds. They are information gatherers. They will evaluate you, read you, analyze you very quickly. They can do it better than most psychologists can. And they will determine your needs. They will determine your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses, and then work to exploit them. And the purpose of this analysis and exploitation is to get something from you, whether it is a couch to sleep on, or sex, or money, or a meal, or a ride. They are using it. Their intention is to use you. They don't regard you as a human being. To the sociopath, other people are not real. They are things. They are objects to be used. And they are incapable of feeling guilt, shame, or remorse. They use other people, they hurt other people, they manipulate others, exploit others any way they can, and they are incapable of feeling badly about it. In my opinion, Western civilization does not take these people seriously enough. A hallmark of Western civilization is to value all human life. But the contradiction is that antisocials do not place any value on human life. They victimize other people. They infect other people with PTSD. And they, again, create chaos wherever they go. It's really hard to see them as having any innate value. Western society grossly underestimates the threat that they pose. My profession, clinical psychology, along with sociology, the positive school of criminology, which is a prevalent school of thought, prevalent theory in criminology, and even biology and most of the behavioral sciences have sanitized the most heinous behaviors. My profession and other behavioral sciences would have you believe there's no such thing as evil. It would have you believe that all people are retrievable, can be rehabilitated. This is based on a fallacy. The sociopath cannot ever be rehabilitated. To rehabilitate someone is to restore a previous functioning which has been lost or diminished. That's the definition of rehabilitation. According to Stanton Samenow, a neoclassical theorist in criminology, this term does not apply because there's nothing there to restore. Sociopaths have been misbehaving since they were 5 years old, probably younger than that, breaking progressively more serious rules every year, eventually committing juvenile offenses, and then as adults breaking the law without any concern or regard for the impact it has on their victims. They barely have any concern or regard for the impact that they have on their behavior has on themselves. They may or may not be oriented toward self-preservation. Ultimately, they are self-destructive. What do we do with them? That's a hard question. And I have some ideas, but my profession is nowhere near this. And again, Western civilization is nowhere near this. What do you do with people who are beyond who cannot be rehabilitated? The term rehabilitation cannot even be applied to them. What do you do with people who only